Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Morrowind. Well, last time, we made some excellent progress rising up the ranks in a House Telvanni. Not only is my giant mushroom citadel growing very, very nicely indeed, but on top of that, I've got minions now, so all of a sudden, I don't even need to do my own stealing. I can send underlings out to do it for me. And today, right, while my goons get on with the jobs I've assigned them, yes, we're up here nearby to Daedra, because we've got some work to do for Azura. Here we go, there's a bit of a petty spatter going on between Azura and Sheogorath as to whether someone can live alone for 100 years. Azura says yes, Sheogorath says no, and apparently the time is almost up. And as a result, Sheogorath has started cheating. So we've got to level the playing field by going and dealing with the monstrosities that are distracting this poor woman. So okay, Azura did say on an island to the north of Daedra. Now technically, this is an island right north of Daedra there. But I've been there, there's nothing on it but yes, a small tower, so presumably, yeah, it's got to be this location right here. So okay. Just to pop on a bit of water walking, and off we flipping go. Though, hello, sexy. We got ourselves, well, one, a fish, and I'm about to fall in the water, by the way. Get up before that fish attacks me. No. Excuse me, sir. None of that for you, please. Thank you. There's a door down there. Okay, not entirely what I was expecting, but fine, that's interesting. You don't see many doors like, fully submerged or whatnot. Probably bears to mind, you master your water breathing, there's some alteration too, so, right. Malmus Grotto, and feels like, bloody hell, hang about, we've got more problems here. I assume, by the way, that, fire magic works just as well underwater, right? I mean, say that. What if I hit you with a hammer? Okay, there's just a, decorative fish here for some reason. Right, mosey up to, yes, the surface. There is a little air pocket here at least. Okay, the angry decorative fish has woken up, and it turns out you can set them on fire while underwater. Good. So, right, watch out for the local trouble. One single fire bite will do the job here, so, okay. This is an interesting location. I have myself to, yes, some pearls while I'm passing by. And here's interesting. I think I've, yes, reached the end of the cave here, got a handful of pearls, but... okay. One sword, and one drowned corpse. Nothing on it but a handful of, yes, a fairly generic loot, all things considered, so... okay. I feel like possibly, yes, there's something going on here I'm not familiar with. At some point someone's going to say, hey, could you find my brother Tim? He was last seen in this cave just north of Daedra. And speaking of which, yes, I suspect I'm not in the right area right now. Okay, she definitely said north of Daedra. And this here, this isn't an island, because this loops around to the mainland. So, okay, I'm assuming it's got to be this island, given it's the only one I've not been on yet. I mean, I may be mistaken, though, because she definitely said north. This does not feel north of Daedra. This is distinctly to the northwest. But on the other hand, right. We were looking for demons, and I'm pretty sure I see them, because, that's a flame tremor. They just appear really weirdly white and glowy through the mist. Pretty sure that might be... hang on, is that a Clanfare? Possibly, I'm not sure. Okay. Monsters. Anyway, we were looking for monsters, we found monsters. So, yeah. This island here, this is the destination. Okay, rest up till I got my magic back. I definitely need that to go up against that many monstrosities. And yeah, we'll open up with our standard here. Mine the zapper, followed by a little bit of whacking with a Molag Bal's mace to get my magic back as I go. And if we're going up against Daedra, okay. Probably the best option will be, yeah. Magic resistance. Okay, guys, let's make this happen. So, for the time being, you're going to spit some magic at me and not going to do much, actually. So, okay. You possibly have got, yes, a very good magic resistance. But to be honest, so do I. So, right, you completely magic resistant. Oh, you're completely magic resistant. So, okay. Get out the whacking stick. We're doing that today. So, okay, just to get in. And, right. few good whacks on you, my friend. We'll deal with that nonsense. Then for the flame atronach, just get in. That be you, buddy. Okay. That is a lot flipping better. Drink health potions as we go, because seriously, I am swimming in those right now. And yeah, now we just get some of my magic back by whacking a few more bits and pieces with my nice big staff of sucking magic out of you. So just get my magic back, avoid your spells by just dodging out of the way. And there's my entire magic meter, pretty much. Okay, love this mace. This mace is so good. Though against just a Storm Atronach, I suspect to my mind the Zap's not going to do so well. So just knock you down with my standard hammer. And I suspect we may have found, yes, the final boss here. Because that'll be the shack What's-Her-Face is living in. As Zora did say, don't disturb her. And that's a Golden Saint. And yeah, they're pretty hardcore. And do you remember from Oblivion, they're kind of like, you know, the personal elite guard of Sheogorath himself. So, right. In we go. Give you a good whacking and... Right, that didn't, do much. And you're also, like, buffing yourself in some capacity, so... Okay, that isn't doing it that much at all. In fact, why am I getting, like... There we go, I'm getting some magic at least. Did she, like, resist that somehow? What are you doing? Are you healing right now? Is that what you can do? Hang on, just get over here. I think she might be healing, you know. So, right, in which case, get over to... hang on. My paralyzed staff. Can you be... Okay, you're completely resistant to magic. So, right. Big hammer time. Hammer works perfectly fine, John. Just put your shields on. And now, we go for a big... Oh, dear. You are pretty good at the old blocking, aren't you? But not good enough. Lovely, and... okay. My journal's updated, and you had a name, so Ebony Mace, lovely, not as good as mine though. Then, right, a signet ring, constant effect, boost personality at the cost of willpower. Right, this proves that Sheogorath's involved, and this wasn't just, you know, a random monster outbreak. And the journal acknowledges that she was the most powerful Daedra on the island, so... I mean, presumably, that should be everything we need, right? Because, yeah, surely the point is, we don't go inside. We're supposed to be leaving you all to yourself. Well, I've had a quick poke around, and I can't see any other Daedra anywhere on the island. Couple of, yeah, cliff racers, but they're not monsters, so... okay, I'm going to assume the job is done. And part of the job is, do not go into the cabin, do not ask any follow-up questions of What's-Her-Face, because if you do, you've kind of just, like, you know, made Azura lose the bet. And making her win the bet was the entire bloody point. Okay, trick the next, how do we get home? Because, okay, from where we are, am I closest, as the crow flies, to Genesis or Sadrith Mora? Because, yes, Divine Intervention's going to take me to one of those two. You know what? Either would be fine, because, yeah, I've got business in both directions, so do a bit of teleporting to a mystery destination. And the answer turned out to be Genesis, though, as I say, that is absolutely fine. Because one of the mouths back in Sadrith Mora said, go and speak to Balladus about 3 particular topics. Ones I know more about than Balladus does, but okay. This guy wants me to speak to Balladus, so that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll learn something new, in fact. Okay, good sir, let's see if you're feeling chatty, given me and you are older friends at this point. So, let me ask your questions. You want to know first about the disappearance of the dwarves, and I've actually heard, yeah, some of your theories previously, though I'm curious whether now you're going to give me any more detail. And yes, basically he's just saying in the fanciest way possible, they found a way to escape from our realm. They went, like, somewhere else, ascended to a different state of being. Though, to his view, yeah, the fact happened at the same time as the Nerevar business, that was mere coincidence. I disagree. I think based on what I've seen, there was definitely a connection. Specifically, it was Nerevar that forced them to do the experiment too early, hence their disappearance. As for the artifacts, yes, he's just got a few words to say on the topic of those little robots you run into occasionally. And on the topic of language, you're right. Basically, there's still some mysteries. We don't fully understand everything that was written. But yes, one extra fun bit of information. Apparently original Dwemer texts show very few signs of wear or age, suggesting, yes, there's something special about them that prevents them decaying. So okay, we've got 3 random tidbits of information. Whether that will satisfy the guy back in Daedra, I don't know, but he wanted the questions asked, I asked them, and he even gave me answers, of a kind anyway. Oh, and you know what? I just had an interesting idea. While I've got Shea Gorath's ring on me, just recall back to Balmora quickly. Because yes, if I put that on, together with my beautiful mask of Clavicus Vile, and the right hand of Zenithar as well, personality 82. Not bad at all. Because I did promise I'd go and get the leader of the Caldera mining company to donate a big old pile of money to the Imperial Cult's Widows and Orphans Fund, and, okay, by the sounds of it, the guy isn't generally keen on donations. He's been avoiding making them for some time, so, okay, while I'm in the neighbourhood, and I've got all this gear on me that makes me way more persuasive and whatnot. So okay, officially we're going to the Governor's Hall, not the actual mine, which is somewhere nearby in the hills. So this giant building, I'm assuming, is going to be, yes, the Governor's Hall, though I've not actually been inside before. And you, sir, right at the front would be my target, so, okay. Me and you, we need to have a chat, and even with all this gear on, he's only at 60. So right, let's see if we can, like, just admire him. Down to 50. 46. 56. 47. Okay, this guy is, hard to persuade. John! Your bloody stamina. It's not very good right now, because, you've taken off all your gear that gives you bonus agility. So, yeah, your stamina is, not what it should be. I'm just going to stand here for 1 hour, and now we're going to be much better at this. There we go. 59, 69, back down to 59 and 45, and... You know what, fine. Here's a giant pile of money. My friend, how do you feel about making a donation? So I recall speaking with someone about the donation, and I'm very busy, but would be happy to discuss the matter at a later date. Now if you'll excuse me... Okay. Demand, press for a commitment. I'm going to try and push him a bit harder. And your views are unwelcome. I will not discuss this further. Okay, so I should have, persuaded him more first. So, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, because you're a dick who's not willing to donate to widows and orphans, I'm going to do so on your behalf. And what I mean by that is, hang on, do you live in this house or something? Here we go, at one of the towers, there's a bedroom, presumably, sir, yours, so, right, or possibly yours, you're also dressed pretty fancily. I'm going to assume this is your room, and this will be his room, so, right, just to close the door, go into sneaky mode and whatnot, and now it's time to start cracking open all your things. Just make sure we take out the traps at first. Beautiful. And hello there, secret Caldera ledger. And oh dear, 35 gold. Not great, to be honest, no. And here we go. Somebody is using the mines here to fund a personal project. But as I understand it, yeah, this is supposed to be like an Imperial-owned mine. Basically, you're stealing from the Emperor. And here we go, press him again, but this time show him the secret ledger. And hilariously, even so, I can't get the money out of him. So, okay, have to disappoint you, I've got no ready cash on me at the moment. You must content yourself with this raw ebony, though I'm sure you can sell it to get your 500 drakes and more. So, okay. This guy is very immune to being shaken down for cash, I will give you. Though okay. Is raw ebony like moon sugar, where regular traders won't deal in it? Okay, the local store is willing to buy it, but hilariously, all I could get is 371. So even after the blackmail, I have been shortchanged. Okay, that guy just completely outplayed me. So okay, back to Balmora, we can rest up here overnight. Right, bright new day, let's mosey around the corner back to Ebonheart. and I was about to transfer onto a boat for the final leg of the journey, but actually, my blunt weapon skill is 89. Just one more point, and I think they'll promote me back at the Colts. Right, in that case, hammer out, we're doing the final leg on foot, so, okay, there's gotta be, like, you know, some guar or rats or something between me and there. Oh, absolutely spot on. Literally the first crab I whacked pushed me over to 90. Right, you, sir, you wanted rat meat. Oh, and as usual, the Imperial Cult delivers. You've just given me what looks like, yes, 2 distinct skill books. Though tragically if they are, yes. I've already seen both of them because I didn't get any new skills whatsoever. And as for you, good sir... Okay, so, I'm just gonna lie to him, by the way. Like, we've done this before, this is fine. So, here you go. Here's the 500 Drake donation. You have succeeded where others have failed. I really haven't. That guy was very resistant to being shaken down. And blimey, I've just been given a big old pile of scrolls. Marvellous. Oh, and bloody hell. I just got promoted and... okay, hang on. That's literally the top rank. There's nothing beyond that, so... okay, I'm gonna be honest, that had a lot less ceremony than the temple. Like, the temple, I needed to, you know, go around and do the ultimate mega pilgrimage, and then go to the top of a mountain to receive the divine blessing. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Cult, yeah, I just handed over 500 gold that wasn't even from where I said it was from, and they just promoted me to Pope anyway. Right, I really would have appreciated, like, you know, some sort of mega promotion ceremony. That would have been nice, guys. You know what? I'm gonna make it up to you, because I just let you down right there by failing miserably. So, this time, we're dealing with someone who's part of the East Empire Company. He promised to sponsor a mission to the Ashlanders. Such a long-term mission will be quite expensive. 1,000 drakes at the bare minimum. And we're concerned we haven't received the money he pledged, so... right. This guy maybe likes being seen as a generous donation-y person, but doesn't actually come through with the money. Right, so back down to the port. I'm pretty sure, yes, East Empire is... there we go, right there. So, okay, we just need to find the right person in here. Oh, yeah, this looks like the right office. So, okay, make sure we do this right here. Put on all the right rings, all the right helmets, etc., etc. And right, he knows why I'm here immediately. Okay. Before we get to that, let's, like, you know, admire you a bit. That's a lovely jacket. Don't think that's appropriate. Let's say 82 is hopefully good enough. So, right. You're from the Imperial Cult. I'll be frank, but you must keep this in confidence. I can't redeem my pledge this time because of some embezzlement. So, okay, he's blaming someone else, but do I actually believe him? I'm covering losses out of my own fortune. So... okay, what if I was to track this person down and sort out both our problems? So okay, we're looking for an Outma named Mossanon, who took 3,000 drakes, so right. I go and get that, let's say we split it 50-50. You get half, the cult gets half, that's a fair bloody deal. So okay, up to this point he was doing a good job. Well-spoken, diligent, orderly, good with figures, etc, etc. But then there was a change in his behaviour. So okay, he was absent a lot, but we were reluctant to discuss it. Maybe if you're discreet, you might be able to learn something from the other employees. So, okay, we've got a mystery to solve. Now luckily, everyone else inside this building, they like me quite a lot already. Because yeah, for some reason that guy was a bit on the dubious side about me. Everyone else is already over 70, so if we're lucky, that might be enough to learn something immediately. So okay, I was disappointed in him, but before he went missing, I heard he'd been seen coming and going from the guild guide services at the Mages Guild in Vivek's foreign quarter. So okay, he was doing something there, and it seems odd he'd be teleporting so often. Right. Where precisely was he going? Because logically, yeah, I could speak to the people in the Mages Guild. They'll love me. Oh, and hello, sexy. I just stepped outside and immediately... okay. Fast Eddie's back at the Telvanni Council House. He's now taken his place on his platform. And my stronghold is almost done too. Though hilariously, I'm not actually sure I've ever been into the Mages Guild here in Vivek via the door, as opposed to the teleporter, so I don't actually know where the door is to the Mages Guilds. Here we go, it's up top in, yes, the big plaza on the top floor. So here we go, people on the front door, they know who I'm talking about immediately. Speak to the guild guide, Flacasia Falseus, and presumably, yes, that's the teleporty person. Oh, and here's an interesting surprise, which is, I was just passing by, and apparently, you can just walk up to Trebonius and, if you ask about, maybe having his job, he doesn't want to, discuss it or anything. He's not willing to promote you for your grand services. If you want the top job at the Mages Guild, you've got to take it by killing this guy. So, okay. That's actually sort of interesting, because, I feel like in many ways I would be doing the Mages Guild a favour by just saying yes, given this guy is incredibly incompetent. Everybody hates him. I just said no for the time being, because I wanted to check I was in good shape for the fight. And he's immediately responded, then you'll always be known as Aria the Wizards. Okay. Now it's cocking on, Trebonius. I will get back to him in just a second, okay? But first, right. Mossanon, he was going to Sadrith Mora, sometimes with a Telvanni woman, and I haven't seen him for some time, so, right. I'll get back to Trebonius in just a second. First, I'm following up on this business. Because yes, presumably on the other side of the teleporter, you'd have seen the guy too. Okay, fascinatingly, yeah, the teleporter person wouldn't say anything on the topic, but the local, head mage or whatnot, he doesn't know. However, he's got a lead over at the gateway inn. So we're looking for Sini Yaraman, a trader on the other side of town. Oh, and hilariously, this is going to work out perfectly because somewhere around here, hang on. Where's the Cooking Fighters Guild? It's somewhere in this bit of the world. There we go, couple of flights of stairs down. Buddy, I helped out your friend over at the Dwemer ruin, and I heard Lariano was pleased with your work. Here's 500 gold, so, okay, can I have a promotion? And, right, I'm now a swordsman. It's a really weird name for a rank, given, there's no reason you'd be using a sword. Even if you were doing a traditional fighty stuff, you could be using an axe, or a spear, or... Okay, that's just a weirdly named rank. And okay, if I'm ever near Teleroon, apparently there's some more business at an older miner floating around there. Though, right, you're being a bit vague on the details. Something about Nyx hounds getting loose and attacking the miners. But okay, don't worry about that for now. Stay focused on, yes, tracking down what's-his-face, Mossanon. Here we go, I think actually we've spoken before, my good man. So, right. Buddy, any chance you've seen Mossanon? Saw him in the market and I introduced myself. He was with a local Telvanni woman, but I don't remember her name. Have seen them around several times since, but they seem a bit shy and quiet, and quite taken with each other, so I didn't intrude. You might ask the ladies of the town. A dark elf woman with a high elf friend might excite comment. So, okay, we're trying to find, local gossips or something. Okay, there's a bunch of people in the marketplace, so, right. Anybody here interested in talking about that? Alright, shopkeeper here doesn't know Mossanon, but has seen a high elf in the company of a dark elf woman. So, right. Volmini Drowl, we've got a name. Has a pond nearby to Wolverine Hall. Alright, I feel like we've almost tracked him down at this point. So, okay, hang on. Wolverine Hall is this side of town. So, right, one of these small houses round here. And there we go, Volmini's house. So, inside, there's you. Now, madam, where is your new beau? He's a high elf and he lives here with me. We're very close friends, so, right. Yes, not really sure of, the social implications of a high elf and a dark elf dating. No one's really gone into that so far. But, you, sir, we need to have a nice chat about the missing money. Let's just, admire you a tiny bit up at first if we can. 80 should be absolutely fine. So, right, let's talk cash. I took the 3 grand. It was foolish and wrong, but I was in love, and I thought Volmini would only love a rich man. And I was wrong about that. Now I know she loves me, not my gold. But I've only got 2,500 left. I spent the rest, but I'll give you the 2.5 grand, and promise to pay back the rest as soon as I can, if you promise to keep my whereabouts a secret. So, okay. That seems like, you know, a fairly decent trade right there, so I promise secrecy, and I'll have the gold, please. And while I'm passing by Sadrith and Mora... Okay, step 1. One of you want to guess some answers to some questions from Balladus. And there we go, Gothram will be pleased with these answers, and will be quite interested to know Balladus is alive and well. He's literally on the council. He's got a mouth representing him behind me right now. But maybe I've done these quests slightly out of order, I don't know. So, right, he's just handed over a couple of scrolls, but honestly it feels like, you know, just the first thing he came to when he was going through his pockets. Like, this was not a well thought out reward. And as is traditional, yeah, once you've done one easy, simple mission, they give you something more interesting, and on this occasion, it's some plans or blueprints from Encheleft, though, I swear, I've already got those plans and blueprints, because weren't those the same ones I used to, like, make my mushroom tower? Okay, if they were, I don't have them anymore, because, yes, he's not happy with that response. Okay, possibly not, because yes, he's saying they're west of the town of Vos, and I don't recall going due west from Vos to get to any Dwemer ruins at any point. Okay, but the question is, where's Eddie? Because I'm guessing he's supposed to be here, but he's not, because he can't be there, because I've not given him the staff yet, so... Right. The journal says he's here. But is the journal mistaken, and actually he's back in Balmora because he can't be here, so I've officially given him the role of being a mouth by awarding him the staff? I was spot on. The journal was lying to me because, yes, he can't go to the chamber until he's been given the staff, so, right, Eddie. And this might just be perfect timing because, according to Eddie, this ring might be good if you need to fight another wizard and, oh Eddie. Let's just say I'm preparing right now for what may be the most epic wizard duel of my life. And more importantly, there's the Silver Staff of Peace. Beautiful. And on top of that, he does know where something else is too. The Amulet of Unity. But he won't go until I can give him 5 standard potions of invisibility. So, okay, we'll come back and deal with that later. Oh, blimey, the lad was not kidding. Spell absorption. 100 cocking points. Spells don't only not hurt me, they power my own mana. Though hilariously, yes, it's also got reflect built in, so right, 70% of spells get reflected back at whoever casts them, and the remainder just goes straight into my mana meter, so, right, well that is hilarious, I'm not gonna lie, that's good Eddie, well done. And you know what? We're putting that on right bloody now, because, oh, I think I know precisely where we can get some use out of that. Though on the way past, obviously remember to turn in this business for you, good sir. So okay, I could say I found him, but I won't say where. I found him, but yes, betray him, say I failed to find him, or not yet, I'm still trying. I'm gonna see how you feel about, yes, me finding him, but not revealing the location. And I understand discretion may be essential, so, okay. He's been, you know, quite reasonable in that regard. So moving on, and now we need to, yes, turn in a certain amount. So I'm gonna say, yeah, all 2,500. But you, sir, you're gonna honour your pledge and hand 1,000 straight over to the Colts. So okay. A pity, but better than nothing, and what you recover will at least permit me to redeem my generous pledge, so, I'm assuming you mean, yeah, precisely 1,000, so, okay. The cult did say at least 1,000, but this may have to do. And here you go, good sir, I am here to deliver the generous pledge, though, I'm gonna be honest, you're talking yourself out of a good deal here. I would have topped that up to 1,500 just to look a bit better in your eyes, but... fair enough, here's 1,000 golds. And by the looks of it, right, we've now completed every single mission he's got for me. So my final gift from him is Zenithar's Whispers. So okay, that is a 30-point charm spell attached to an amulet, so yeah, I can always cast it reliably. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. Honestly, it's not that exciting. What is exciting, though, is apparently it's time for me and Trebonius to settle things once and for all. And I was about to look at my resist magicka, but honestly, that barely even matters. Because with the new ring, he can't do anything to me for 30 bloody seconds. And I think that means, right, if we're gonna do this, we should do it in style. Here we go, just nip to a spellmaker, and if I make a spell that on touch does 100 damage for 2 seconds, so 200 damage total, then that costs me 100 mana to use, which is fine. I can cast that, 2, nearly 3 times. Spell chance is 71%, but I can boost my willpower, so that's absolutely fine as well. Basically, yes. I just want to walk up to him while he flings spells at me, completely unable to do anything, and then destroy him with a single bloody touch. So here we go. This is gonna be my lightning nuke. Okay, Trebonius, it's time for me and you to have that bloody duel. So, right. How about me and you meet in the arena and settle this for goods? Okay, hang on. I just stepped into the, arena, and the angry music's playing, suggesting... Is he down there somewhere? Is he already in the arena trying to... Oh, he definitely is. I just saw him right. He's stuck in a corner. Okay, so... I need to jump down into the arena. Sorry, came in the wrong door. My mistake. So, okay, just activate my thing. I am now basically immune to magic. So, just to get out my lightning nuke for a second. Trebonius, buddy, come on. Give it your best shot. I'll let you go first. Oh, dear. Not doing very much, is it, Trebonius? Oh, flippy dear. So how about... Oh, he's run out of magic! And then he fell over. I just stood there, let him use his entire mana meter, and it did nothing to me. I just stood there and took it, then walked up to him, zap, dead. Now that's done with cocking style. And yeah, then he pulled out his staff, which is, fine, but it's nowhere near as good as my hammer. But I'll be taking it anyway, because it's like, got a special name and whatnot. Oh, but this is much more exciting. He had a special necromancer's amulet, so, okay, normal weapons, that's just like iron and steel, which is fine against certain low-level opponents, that's okay. But intelligence, 25 points, that is huge. Spell absorption, constant as well. Restore health, that's just, permanent health restoration. That may be the single best item I've ever seen. I am so glad I killed you, my friends. 135 intelligence, 337 magicka, so, oh yeah. Oh flippin' yeah, that'll do. Still, having successfully murdered my way to the top of the Mages Guild, how about we call it a part there? But next time, right, we've got plenty more business to do over on the east side of Ardenfell. First of all, we've got to check in with Azora, and my patron too, of course. We've done a lot of work with him. But more importantly than anything else, it sounds like my mushroom fortress is finally complete. So, right, next time, we get to go and explore my brand new Doom Fortress, and if I like it, I might actually make it my new home. Put a new marker down there so I can teleport to it at all times. Maybe even remove the giant pile of stuff from the Mages Guild at Balmora over to my very own Doom Fortress. So, okay, basically, a very, very exciting episode is coming up next time. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Morrowind. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping! Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we talk to this person?